The day after the election, liberal heads exploded all over media land when Elon Musk tweeted to social media, "We are the media now. You are the media now." Of course, the legacy media took great offense, pearl clutching, throwing themselves off the tops of buildings. It was awful. It was a whole bloody carnage. It was awful. It so ticked them off, it's partly because it's true, that the owner of Axios, the CEO of Axios, gave a speech to the National Press Club where he aired his grievances and said, "No, we're the media. We're the media." Take a look.
Elon Musk sits on Twitter every day, or X today, saying like, "We are the media. You are the media." My message to Elon Musk is bullshit. You're not the media. You having a blue check mark, a Twitter handle, and 300 words of cleverness doesn't make you a reporter.
It just goes to show that that's the reality. When the Washington Post owner, Jeff Bezos, is sending public notices that, essentially we suck, we're not doing our job, nobody believes us. When social media is the vehicle by which Donald Trump skirts around the legacy media that hates his guts and wins an election, the legacy media is largely a dinosaur now. Of course, they're not going off, silently into the night. They're having fits and, catatonic states and all sorts of craziness. But the social media is now here to stay as a force in American politics. It's probably only going to increase. And the legacy media is dying. Remember, who watches legacy media for the most part are older people, meaning sitting in front of your television with your remote, clicking back and forth between 60 Minutes, which has a $10 billion lawsuit against it from Donald Trump for election interference. You're sitting there doing this and this. That's the only source of media for the most part. Meanwhile, over on the social media world, particularly X, everything comes out, gets talked about, revealed, investigated, the whole bit. A threat, actually, which would be a good thing to even more level the playing field, is that the public airwaves, which are rented, leased by the major networks, ABC, CBS, NBC, for broadcasting. This isn't cable like CNN or Fox. This is the broadcasting, an antenna in the ground and the signal going out to homes and then picked up by, you might get it on cable, but the source of it is a broadcast. Those airwaves are leased. They're public airwaves. They are leased through the FCC, the Federal Communications Commission. Donald Trump has said, why should those three networks, 50 years ago, when that was the only means of doing this, it was fine. Now, it's not the only means of doing it. There's all kinds of ways to communicate, thousands of ways to get your message out. Why then should those legacy media dinosaur networks now have some sort of privileged place where they have access to the airwaves in a manner that nobody else really does? So, this headline in the LA Times is really quite frightening for them. And of course, so are $10 billion lawsuits, and so are plummeting ratings, and so is MSNBC being put up for sale, and so is CNN that, probably has, fewer viewers than you watching this right now. This is a whole, not just a political realignment, it's a cultural realignment. It's the vibe, if I can borrow one of Kamala's little stupid terms there. There's a vibe change. You're seeing it in the first institution, which of course is the media. It ain't going to stop there. The repercussions of this are going to keep going through the next institution of media, of education, and then the next institution of politics, the federal bureaucracy, which is what Elon and Vivek have their arms around and plainly in their sights ready to go after. This is a remaking of everything of how America has done business and how the commies who have infiltrated all of that have essentially had their will. And Donald Trump is upsetting that apple cart every single day in 100 different ways, and they're going nuts. This is going to be really fun. Get some popcorn. Sit back. 4 years of wild entertainment and the truth. Coming to you from Houston, Texas, Gary Michael Voris. God love you.